When Park Jimin and Jungkook are in one and the same room, there is one thing that almost always happens without fail. The atmosphere suddenly turns livelier, warmer, and somehow more full of energy. Many armies are beginning to realize this unique pattern, that the two seem to have a special mode when gathering together, a dynamic that fans often refer to as a caper moment that is actually entertaining. Everything is clearly visible in various pieces of the latest videos circulating in the BTS fan community. In one clip, Jimin can be seen starting with a light joke. His expression is bright. His eyes are narrowed from a sincere smile. He makes small comments that may sound simple, but are enough to attract the attention of everyone around him. It didn't take long before Jungkook responded, not with silence, but with the same energy, maybe even a little higher. Jungkook, known for his competitive and playful side, immediately got into the rhythm that Jimin built. He began adding exaggerated reactions, dramatic gestures, and occasionally imitating or even challenging Jimin in the form of jokes. To an ordinary viewer, this may seem like two best friends who are just joking around. But for ARMY, there's another layer that makes this interaction feel so special. Some fans refer to it as friendly rivalry, a form of attention shown through attempting to steal each other's spotlight, but without ever actually competing seriously. Precisely therein lies its uniqueness. Jimin and Jungkook aren't trying to outdo each other, but rather create moments together that naturally take center stage. One of the most talked about moments. Jimin can be seen deliberately making small, slightly exaggerated gestures such as feigning disappointment or showing dramatic expressions. Instead of letting it pass, Jungkook immediately responded with a larger, more splashy, and more expressive version. This reaction triggers laughter from the other members, but also creates a chain effect that makes the two even more dissolved in the interaction. Interestingly, this dynamic does not feel contrived. There is no impression that they are trying hard to be funny or attract attention. Everything flows naturally, like two people who are already very comfortable with each other. This closeness is certainly not a thing that appears overnight. As part of their long journey in BTS, Jimin and Jungkook have gone through various phases, from trainee days to becoming global stars. Many ARMY believe that this caper is actually a unique form of emotional communication, a way to show attention, support, and perhaps also a sense of comfort without having to say it directly. In such a stressful world as the entertainment industry, light moments like these can be a very important form of release. But of course, as with any other phenomenon in fandom, interpretations can be very diverse. Some see it as evidence of deep closeness. Others consider it an ordinary interaction between two close friends. Both are valid, and perhaps the truth is somewhere in between. On the other hand, some pop culture analysts see this phenomenon as an example of how individual personalities can complement each other in a group. Jimin, with his gentle charm and emotional expression, combined with his spontaneous and full of energy Jungkook, creates a combination that is difficult to ignore. When both are on in one moment, the result is an interaction that not only entertains, but also feels authentic. As more and more clips circulate, the ARMY continues to discover new details. Some have noticed how Jimin often initiates interactions, while Jungkook magnifies them. There are also those who see that Jungkook sometimes actually provokes a reaction from Jimin first. This pattern is not always consistent, but it occurs often enough to be considered a hallmark. What is clear, every time Jimin and Jungkook show their caper side, the reaction of fans is always the same: smiles, laughter, and a sense of warmth that is difficult to explain. In the midst of a busy schedule and high expectations, seeing these two big idols act relaxed and enjoy small moments together becomes something very valuable. In the end, it may not matter if this is really a caper or just a mere fan interpretation. The most important thing is how the moment is perceived. And for millions of soldiers around the world, this interaction between Park Jimin and Jungkook is a simple reminder that behind all the great achievements, they are still mere mortals who enjoy being together in their own way. A small joke, a spontaneous reaction, or even a light caper can turn into something much bigger, not because of what happened, but because of how it was perceived by those who witnessed it. And as always, ARMY will continue to wait for the next moment, ready to smile again for a small, meaningful interaction. This phenomenon continues to grow as more and more moments are captured on camera, whether intentionally or not. In some of the latest clips, the interaction between Park Jimin and John Jungkook looks more and more synchronous, as if the two already understand each other's rhythm without the need for many gestures. When Jimin starts with his dramatic expression, Jungkook is almost always ready with a response that steals the show, and vice versa. This makes many ARMY began to see their dynamics is not just a joke, but a kind of unwritten language that can only be understood by both of them. A way of interacting formed from years of being together, in which a single small gesture is enough to trigger a chain reaction. In this context, capers are no longer just attention-seeking, but become part of their way of maintaining energy and atmosphere in the middle of the group. Interestingly, other members of BTS are often seen enjoying this dynamic from a distance. Some laugh, some shake their heads, and some occasionally enter into the game. But still, the main focus almost always goes back to Jimin and Jungkook, as if both have their own magnets that are hard to ignore. Some fans are also beginning to realize that these caper moments often appear in unexpected situations, not just during casual events, but also behind the scenes of important activities. It is precisely at such moments that their interaction feels more frank and spontaneous. There is no pressure to look perfect, no demands to follow a certain concept. Only two individuals enjoy being together in their own way. On the other hand, there is also a more emotional interpretation from part of the ARMY. They see that behind all the jokes and overreactions, there is a subtle form of support. When one looks more still or tired, the other often takes on a role to liven up the atmosphere. And interestingly, these roles aren't always fixed. Sometimes Jimin starts, sometimes Jungkook takes over. A naturally formed balance. The more moments analyzed, the more noticeable it becomes that their relationship has many layers. There is a playful side that is immediately apparent, but there is also a more calm and understanding side. It's this combination that makes every interaction feel different, even if the patterns are similar in the end. Maybe that's the reason why the caper moments between Park Jimin and John Jungkook always manage to attract attention. Not only because it's funny or entertaining, but because behind it all there is a real warmth. A connection that does not need to be verbally explained, but can be felt by anyone who sees it. And as always, the ARMY will continue to observe, wait, and find happiness in every little detail. Because in the world of BTS, even the simplest moments can turn into something unforgettable.